Hola, welcome to the Dumb Podcast.
Today we're going to be talking about what it's like to be Mexican in America during these crazy times.
I am not Mickey Mouse, and this is not Disneyland, but this is the Dumb Podcast. So get ready, cause here we This week's topic is about being Mexican American in these touchy times,
No pun intended?
right? You know, everybody's getting offended by something or other.
Yeah.
I don't know. We living in Phoenix. There's a different kind of Latino vibe here. I like it. It's different from where I come from, but I like it. I hope to see more of it. And talking about that, I like to give a big shout out and big props to all the Mexicans who actually learned a recipe or two, how to cook something.
Yep.
You know exactly what that means.
I think white people got to learn some recipes too, just from living
living close.
White people are better cooks in Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Hold on to those recipes if you know them. You know, cherish them, share them, pass them on. That's how our culture is eventually gonna take over, man. With our food. That's right. Yeah, man. Being Mexican in these times where everybody's offended.
I did the chair. I moved the chair. I moved my leg and I went.
That's what he says. He's
throwback to episode 1.
Still starting off farting.
I know.
That's another part of being Mexican. We just let him roll.
Oh yeah.
It's part of the music of life.
Mijo, come smell.
Orale. What do you think I had? It's a good game to play. We should play that.
We should. Noah.
Oh, it smells like biscuits and gravy is what it is. Oh,
it smells like shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's your jersey?
Bastard. You had to.
Sorry.
We're kicking butt this year. Anyway, so everybody's offended during these times, man. You know? I don't know. You never hear us complaining about anything, you know? Nobody's bitching in the Mexican culture about cultural appropriation or whatnot. You know, we only time we get pissed off, we come together is when you start taking our kids away, you know?
It's a good reason. Now we're too easy to get along with.
You know?
Until you touch our kids.
Don't touch our kids.
Don't do it.
You know, in Hollywood, there's people complaining about keep everything fair, need to get this, we need to see that. And, you know, I was like, I don't, we just earn it. You know, we work, we get it done, and it's just undeniable. That's how we do it.
Yep.
You know, try to do it legally, though. You know, I think that's the easiest way.
You're telling me.
I know, man. But a lot of people, they try to do it legally through, you know, we're talking about illegal immigration. A lot of people try to do it legally through the legal system, and I don't know if you know of anybody that's gone through that process, but takes forever. And it feels like you get lost.
Yep. My grandpa came from Africa.
Oh.
And he's still not a citizen. He came in the 70s, and the process was a little easier back then, but still just a long process. Yeah. So he still has his green card here.
Still has it?
Yep. And it's just the application's so expensive, and you got to take these citizenship courses, and it's it's a terrible process.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my, grandparents came here legally. They brought everybody over here legally. But, I mean, it's such a struggle to, go through. Sometimes you feel like it's not your government, so you have no contact, no communication. You don't know if your application is lost or, in the process of anything, So, I don't know. Doing it legally, sometimes it's like you're putting a lot of faith in the government system, And I don't know about you, but I just know a lot of our taxes got lost recently, right? We're talking about trillions of dollars. What was it? Billions something for military loss something.
Oh, and they say those undocumented immigrants shouldn't be here because they're not paying their taxes.
Right.
But neither does the president.
Oh.
Oh, we started off.
Being Hispanic in America, we work for it, man. We make it undeniable, and we're going to be here, you know. People need to work, you know. There's no podium for us bitching, you know. I guess this is kind of...
Yeah, kind of.
I guess I am, right?
You go over to a Mexican's house, so you come to my house, you go to your house, any of your family members, they always have beer. That's it. And that's how you take a load off, you kick up the recliner, you drink a beer. You know, after church on Sunday, you go watch football.
There you go. Órale.
Órale pues.
And nobody's taking your job, okay?
Nobody's taking your job. Stop it. No white person is out there picking radishes.
They are not picking cactus and eating cactus. All right? Nobody's taking your job. What I think should happen in this whole situation with doing things legally, I think there needs to be more efficiency in the border. You know, I don't think we just need to build a wall and try to keep people out. Like, that doesn't even work. Yeah. I mean, don't they know that we know how to dig tunnels? Like, it's been proven.
We were a nation built on immigration.
Oh,
and then we just stopped when everybody stopped being white.
Yep. Instead of building things, right? Because it seems like that's more in the people who are in buildings' pocket.
Yep.
Right? How about we just work on, you know, focusing on how to bring them in legally? Because, I mean, our soccer team sucks, right?
They're terrible. Imagine if we opened our borders.
They would be amazing.
Can you imagine?
Right?
Oh.
You know, we would let a lot more people in. That would be way more. It would make our culture flourish within this nation, I think. Especially with food. You know,
thank you.
Art.
Yeah.
I've been to some amazing, dinner theaters in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
I have to Mexico City and Cabo.
Nice. Folklorico. Did you see any folklorico? No. Mariachis.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah. I love the mariachi. Shout out to Vicente Fernandez.
Órale.
Who doesn't love volver?
That's right, dude. If you're Mexican, you do.
Yeah.
Especially when you're drunk.
If you're white and you hear it, you call the cops.
Something's happening.
Something's happening over there.
Something's happening, officer. I don't know, man. When you try to block things out just by blocking them with a wall, with a gate, whatever you want to call it, you just end up instigating things, you know? Like, I mean, and then you're adding more expense using our taxes for things that aren't going to work. I mean, what happened to the war on drugs? You know? Did that work out?
It did for me.
A war on terrorism? I mean, are we even asking questions about what's going on over there?
Yeah.
And I said that a boat, that's for all you Canadian fans out there, so you can understand me. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's a war on Mexicans, you know. Luckily, the coronavirus came around and kind of...
Yeah, luckily.
kind of pushed that out of the limelight, you know.
Yeah.
But they just wanted something a podium. We were the Mexican podium to jump on and stand on and say, hey, check this out. This is what we got to do.
And now it's back to you, black people. I'm sorry. I really am. It's terrible. We just need to band together and overthrow. Look at me. Look at the color of my skin. We need to overthrow the white man. We do. I get out of speeding tickets, but if they read my driver's license, the last name on it, they'd be like, oh, hold on, we have questions. I know they would.
They would.
Yeah, they probably would.
They probably would. I've gotten out of a ticket by telling a joke once.
What's that one?
You want me to tell you the joke? I can't tell you the joke.
Why?
I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, tell me the story.
So I worked a double shift at the comedy club. And then I drove home. It was late. I had stopped off to get a couple of growlers to bring home.
Like of beer?
Yeah, a couple of growlers of beer. And I was coming home, to my lady and the kids, and it was a little bit early, but it was still late. It was like 10:30, something like that. And I turned the corner to get onto the street that's, right around my house. And
just down the street?
Just down the street from my house. And this guy pulls me over. So I made sure to pull over right next to the the speed sign.
Okay, yeah.
Just so that we had some kind of reference, because I didn't feel like I was speeding there, unless I didn't know what was going on. So he asked me, what do you think I pulled you over for? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, how fast do you think you were going? I was like, well, the speed limit's that. I was going that. And he's like, no, not here. He's like, I'm talking about down McDowell. I was like, honestly, officer, I don't know. I don't know how fast I was going. He's like, you're going 60. It was like a 45.
Oh!
Yeah. So I was like, oh, so I apologized. I let him know I'm completely sorry. He's like, where are you coming from? I said, I'm coming from work, just worked a double shift, and just going home to my wife and kids. And he's like, oh, where do you work? And I told him, I work at this comedy club. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, so you tell jokes? I was like,
You didn't lie.
Yeah, I tell jokes.
You did not lie.
So he's like, all right, funny man, tell me a joke. I was like, all right. It was kind of threatening a little bit, It's like, tell me a joke. I was like, it's like, I don't know. So I'm teaching my kid how to pee standing up. I tell him, I was like, it's hard because he's not getting it, So I had to have a talk with him about it. I told him, mijo, I love you, right? But we got to get this peeing thing together, man. At least by your next birthday, we can't keep doing this. And when I said that to the cop, he said, get out of your car. I was like, what? He's like, get out of your car. He's like, you are too hard on your kid. I was like, he put me up against the thing and started putting me in cuffs. I was like, I'm hard on my kid, officer, but it's because I expect a lot out of him. Then he pulled out his nightstick and just started beating me, and it got me to the ground and started banging on my head, and I was blocking it. And I was like, but officer, but he's 19. Next year he'll be 20 with a man bun and a vagina. Just stop. So he stopped. He let me go.
He stopped beating you?
Yeah, he let me go. I got to go home and drink my beer. It was a good time. So now,
And that lawsuit bought this beautiful house.
I have a story. Yes, it did. This beautiful fireplace.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there you go. Start doing comedy. You can get out of tickets.
I've gotten out of a ticket.
Yeah. How? Joke.
I kinda.
You cried?
No, I didn't cry. I'm light skinned. They would never touch me, but I take these. My friends wanted to go to a rave. It was 7 of us in the car in this little Volkswagen Jetta. It's like a 4-seater car.
Yeah.
So people were sitting on laps.
Uh-huh.
And I'm driving down the 10, and I'm doing 15 over the speed limit, maybe 10. And these kids are blasting their music because they're on the way to the rave and they're doing their extracurricular activities.
You mean like
no,
playing Pokemon?
They were playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, it just came out. But the car is shaking, and there's this Dodge Charger behind me, and all of a sudden the lights come on. It wasn't a cop; it was an undercover cop car. Pulls me over. This dude gets out, comes over. He's like, "Oh, we're having a party in here, huh?" I'm like, "No, I'm just taking my friends to a concert." He's like, "All right, well, let me see your license." Comes back after he runs it, and he goes, "Alex Souza?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Step out of the car."
Oh.
I get out of the car. He's like, hands on the car, please. My hands, he grabs them, cuffs me, throws me right by the speed limit sign. I'm just chilling on it. He had waited. I knew it was 10 miles an hour that I was going over.
Yeah.
Like 9 or 10. So just like what everybody else was doing.
Yeah.
Until I got to the speed limit sign.
Just the real speed limit.
Yeah. Which is the real speed limit. Then he pulls me over because all of a sudden it went down by 10. So it was like a speed trap. So he can say, hey, you were doing 20 over the speed limit, right?
Uh-huh.
Even though I started to slow down. But anyways, I'm waiting on the side of this thing. He's like, wait for another car to get here. I'm like, oh, I had no idea what I got cuffed for. This is like 4 years ago.
He didn't even tell you before he cuffed you?
No.
What?
When he took me over, he's like, you know your license is suspended, son? I'm like, no, I had no idea. He's like, yeah, I'm sure you didn't. I go, really? I don't. He's like, well, apparently you had an unpaid ticket. I go, no, I paid that. He's like, well, did you let the court know that you paid it? I said, you're supposed to pay it online and then call the court to tell them you paid the ticket. Well, how does that make sense?
Right.
And I'm telling other people the story. They go, oh my gosh, yeah, I had the same thing. They never got handcuffed.
Yeah.
But so it was all legitimate. But my friends are in the car and they're like, he's getting cuffed. We're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're not all of legal age either.
Oh.
21. I mean, not all of them were over 18. R. Kelly says, but so then he's got me in these cuffs. All my friends are wearing these beads on their wrists because I guess that's what they do at raves. And so the officer, yeah, and they like put their hands together and then they move the beads over and they're like all high. And anyways, the cop comes up to me. He's like, Mr. Souza, I got a question for you. Would you mind telling me what the hell are on your friend's wrists?
But beads,
he didn't
Your
get
Honor.
it. Yeah, he didn't get it. And I'm like, well, you see, it's kind of like what you got me in here, but a lot less fun.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, all right. So then he goes back to the car.
Funny guy.
We talk for a little bit, and he had on the car, he had an Uber sticker on it.
Mm.
And I go, what are you pulling double time today? What's He's
What?
like, no, that's how we get you. He thought it was hilarious. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so funny. I couldn't believe it. 2 other cop cars pull up. One of them was a squad car. The other one was an undercover
Ubers?
Uber. So if you see an Uber sticker car, Dodge Charger out there,
Ask
I'm just
him if
saying.
he's a cop.
I'm
though
just
that's not
saying.
true. They didn't.
Yeah,
They're not going to
that
tell
doesn't
you.
work. But yeah, so he took me out of the cuffs and he's like, well, I can't let you drive, obviously, because your license is suspended, but go figure it out on Monday. I go, okay, well, how are we going to get to court? I don't want to be here on the side of the freeway. He's like, just
Right.
drive down to the gas station. We'll watch you from here. I'm like, cool. I thought about flooring it, but no, I didn't. So there's always a shot. If you got that court date was also a beauty. I got out of that whole thing.
Just by telling the joke.
Well, yeah.
Just by being funny.
I wore my flight attendant uniform to court.
No way.
The suit and everything, and the judge's son turned out was a pilot.
Yeah.
So I was going to go to Ireland when I was a flight attendant, and I told her, like, look, my license is suspended. I don't know what it does for my passport.
Right.
Like, I need to be able to leave the country to go to work.
Right. What
she's
does
like-
it do? It's still good, right?
Yeah, I don't think it does anything.
Okay.
But I just wanted to get rid of all the cost
Right.
because it was for the court fees
Right.
and filing fees and the ticket and everything.
Right.
And so she goes, oh, are those wings pinned on your suit? And I go, yeah,
Yes.
actually they are. Before I got to tell her I was a flight attendant, she's like, my son had wings. I go, really? Yeah. He flew for the airlines for like 10 years, but he's no longer with us.
Oh my gosh.
And I go, oh my gosh, Your Honor, being a pilot is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I look out for those kids, everybody in the back, safety. It's just near and dear to my heart.
Oh, man.
And she's like, oh, bless you, son. Well, just go take a seat over there. I'm going to waive everything here and we're going to get you out of here, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Now, I guess maybe I could have told her I was a flight attendant. But that's, you know what? They should overturn that policy that you need to call after you pay your ticket.
Dude, I mean, that's that time that the cop was beating me and I told him the
Yeah.
joke was the time that I found out that my license was not suspended. Because
Not suspended?
Well, because I had paid a ticket.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like left it. And like he said, oh, it went down to the thing, but I'll try to like get it back and so that you don't have to this and that. And so I was like, well, I paid it. I talked to the dude. I thought I was good.
Yeah.
I was like, should I call? Should I check? I was like, I'm
really?
Mexican.
It shouldn't be. You pay it
on.
online. You think they use the same system, and they go, "Oh, so he paid his ticket," but no. Send out a warrant for this guy.
But yeah, when that guy pulled me over and didn't take me in or say anything, I was like, well, then it's not suspended.
Yeah.
So then it's good.
So we're good.
That's how you find out, man.
Oh man. Did you ever go to church?
Yeah.
Like with your family?
Yeah.
Like Catholic church? And
Yeah.
why are the services so long?
The services are so long because they have to have the intermissions for when they pass the colecta, the basket where you put money in, you know.
And it has to go to every single person.
It has to go to every single person.
The communion?
And then
do
they
you
have
donate?
to do it twice so that they make sure they get enough.
You know, I went to Catholic school.
You did?
And Christian school.
What?
Yeah, 2 different times.
Isn't that illegal?
I don't think so, because you can like convert one way or the other, right? I mean, they're similar, kind of.
It's the same thing.
But
I think Catholics just believe in saints. I don't think Christians.
yeah, you guys
do.
take communion really serious too.
Yeah, I haven't taken communion because I haven't confessed. And
you gotta like do the confession.
well, you gotta do everything. Yeah.
The biggest difference I think between the 2 schools was probably the gender of the teachers that would have sex with me. I think that was the biggest difference.
Yeah, which one was the best?
Catholic.
Yep, I would go that way too. They're all
What?
circumcised.
What do you gotta?
Sorry.
How
did the open mic go last time? Did you go up last time? No, you didn't. Last
What do you
time
want me
we
to
said
do?
we were gonna go to the open mic. Our friend John Fletcher
Yes.
was hosting.
Yes.
Fletch, which killed it. He was awesome.
He absolutely did.
He rocked it.
You went up
I went up. Like
last.
I
He was the
said I
headliner
was, all right.
until he wasn't.
I started this podcast because it's a time to change my life.
Mhm.
So I'm going to stick to what I said, and I'm going to keep doing it. All right? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm just going to keep doing it because I love it. That's what I want to do. All right?
Look at
You, my
American
friend.
Sniper over here with the shots on me.
You, my friend, on the other hand.
I'm better served to an audience of 2 people. This is
Our
my
2
outlet.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Our 2
Shout out to
subscribers.
Jack and Kenny.
Yeah, Jack. Don't kill people.
Yeah, don't kill people. No, but you got to go up, and
It was a cool place. Did you like it?
I did. I love that place.
What was it
actually,
called?
El Charro. You got to
Bar,
roll the
hipster-
R's. Hipster bar.
hipster
yeah.
bar and
It's
cafe.
It's not a hipster bar. I mean, it's run by this cute little Mexican family,
Oh,
and
yeah, they're lovely.
very customer service
Oh,
oriented. They
they're
were coming
so
around,
nice.
watching the jokes, checking to see if everybody needed anything.
Yeah,
and
they're great to the comedians.
very, very good. And then John did a great job hosting.
Yep.
I really thought your set
You rocked it.
was polished.
Thanks, man.
I think the couple jokes that you added, you fitted in well.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Fletch said. He said afterwards, he was like, so what happened was we get there and there's already a huge line. People have been up for hours. I think the show went, I don't know, past 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for comedy. But there was actually some people in the audience who were there throughout the whole show.
The entire show.
And they were not
Yeah.
also comedians trying to perform.
Yep.
They're actually audience members. So they're there the whole time. And there was a huge line. I talked to John. He's like, it's all these people. He's like, but I can get you in, at the end if you want. He's like, I don't know yet. So I was like, all right. So then the show's going on. If it wasn't possible, I wasn't going to do it. So it's fine. But all of a sudden, towards the end, he starts saying, thanks for everybody being here. Unless there's somebody else who wants to go on. And he's looking at me. And
I thought he was looking at me.
he's like, do you? And I was like, well, he straight up asked me now
Yeah.
in front of everybody on the mic. So I grabbed my phone and I stood up. He's like, no, not now, but just get ready. I'll bring you up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, why'd you say that? All right. So
Yeah.
then I sat down and then I think I went after a monster, didn't I? Didn't they put Hector Garcia first?
Yep.
Or did he close it?
Oh, No. Was that his name, Hector? Who's the other guy?
Oh, you know who I went after? I went after this Asian kid. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
He had some good stuff at the end.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning, I think it was newer stuff, but at the end, I think I remember.
I think he was
seen it
new,
before.
too. Like, new to the scene.
New-ish.
Yeah.
I think I've seen him around. I've seen him around other open mics. But I went on after him, and then after me was Hector. Hector killed it, of course. But yeah, man, I just went up. I took my phone, has my jokes, my list on there in order that I wanted to tell them. I don't usually like to do that and read off of something. But I think it actually helped me.
Yeah.
I think my problem is I don't give the audience enough time to get the joke or laugh at the joke or process the joke or even know if it's a joke or not.
Oh, shit, you'd be waiting for 10 minutes.
I'll be waiting my whole life.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I did it with the phone, and John Fletch afterwards, he's like, how long has it been since you've been up? And I was like, since February.
Yeah.
So it's been like months, man. He's like, it's awesome. You did great. It's like, I don't think it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah, I agree.
Something like that.
There was no
to
rust.
that effect. Yeah. So thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I'll keep working.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our jokes segment.
Yeah.
You may have seen this in other podcasts, but I guarantee this one's a lot worse. So we just write jokes,
right?
As comedians do,
Right.
And we'll give them to each other to read, just uncut, unfiltered, right to the camera.
That's right. This is going to be our first time doing this.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll be fun.
I will be starting off. I picked the smaller straw or whatever.
Yeah, the small straw.
There you go.
You got the smaller straw.
I'm used to that. All right. Anyway, you ready?
Ready.
All right. So first one is.
Here we go.
I'm excited. All right. First, I want to wish a full and speedy recovery to our nation's 45th president. And Melania, we are praying for you. Joke number one. Your turn. So I should have put the fat Asians joke in there.
Now you look like a Trump supporter.
Bastard.
All right. Not going to read ahead. Here we go.
Drink Clorox, like you said.
There's nice rhymes made for moms like happy wife, happy life. Why don't they have them for dads? Because it's not positive. It'd be more like happy dad, crappy dad. Because good dads are never happy.
Jeez, what are you saying, man?
I hate my parents. Is this the used file?
Yes.
This is the used file. Okay.
Yes. All right. My mom used to always promise me that I could be anything I wanted to be when I grew up. Anything from a whore to a crack whore. You do hate your parents. Jeez.
What do you mean?
I mean, I love my mom.
All right, here we go. Atari is building hotels everywhere, which is stupid because what's the presidential suite upgrade? A PlayStation 2?
Coca-Cola is coming out with a new soft drink for nymphomaniacs.
They love to have sex.
They do, and Coca-Cola. It's going to be called Mount and Do Me.
That's a good one. That's a good joke.
That is a good joke. That is a good joke.
All right, here we
I
go.
should have said it better.
That's all right. You got it.
That's you.
Not having trust in people and being in a relationship is tough because Google listens to everyone. I'm an insurance rep, and when I got a text in front of a client that read, "Hi, having trouble getting hard?" I wonder what my wife is saying when I'm not around. I've gotten those texts.
Yeah, right?
I have, and it's like for $3,500, and it's spelled with O instead of 00.
I never looked those
Get
up.
this pill.
Like, I could understand, and I'll admit, if I look it up, like, hey, I'll get the promo things.
Yeah. What?
But, like, never looked it up.
I would never. I'm young.
Yeah, right. All right. Driving a Prius I'm always getting asked stupid questions about it. Things like, is this electric? Or is the engine ever running? And my personal favorite, so how often do you get laid in this thing? Grandma is just filled with questions today.
Your grandma's a perv.
She is.
Dang. Oh, grandma.
All right, here's
Grandma
the
sent
last
me
one
info.
for this week.
All right, here we go.
You ready?
It's a big one, I think.
Got my first palm reading yesterday,
Okay.
and the reader told me that I didn't have much of a future ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what she would have said if both of her hands weren't wrapped around my cock. Jeez.
Your
And I
cock?
didn't read mine. I mean, good jokes. Good jokes. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to write more.
Yeah.
I like this exercise. What are we going to call this?
I don't know. We should come up for a better name instead of jokes.
Jiggity jokes.
Jiggity jokes? Yeah, it's a working title.
That's a working title.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you just want to bitch, do not hesitate to contact us at thedumbpodcast@gmail.com. I think you're going to give them your personal cell phone number?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Personal cell phone number.
Yeah.
Go ahead and call me in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Over and over and over. It's all right.
It'll give me a break.
It's going to be 602-935-7307. All right? If you guys want to leave a voicemail, any comments or concerns, go ahead and give us a call, leave us a message there, or
Perfect.
send us an email.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you all for being here and have fun.
Yeah, we do appreciate you tuning in. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe out there. Try everything twice. All right?
There you go. Peace. So we just wanted to say how important voting is, people. You want to get out there and vote.
Yes.
Make your voice heard.
Please.
Do your part. Save America.
It's the most important job any of us have, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Get out there, and you can't bitch if you don't vote, okay?
That's right. No bitching. Go vote.